It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Orava Brewing Company. It's our last beer from this particular package of beers from Orava Brewing Company that was sent by the wonderful Buddy Visor. We still got one more beer to come. We got a tanker chili beer with tomato, garlic, habanero and salt. Thank you, Buddy Visor. That's to come. But we're going to start off with this Orwellian nightmare. Orava Brewing Company 2020. I think this is a bit of a Big Brother beer, isn't it? It was predicted in 1984, and perhaps in some extent is coming through in 2022. This is an Imperial Stout at 10% ABV in a 330 milliliter can. Quite a nice can, isn't it, really? Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Oh. Bit of a dent on the can there. I don't think it's going to make much difference, but the only issue I have with this is that if any air was to leak through into this can, then there's a very small possibility that it might have impacted the beer a little bit. It might have spoiled the beer a little bit. Let's hope it hasn't. Let's hope that it's okay. Look at the body on that beer. Look at the way the carbonation, even now, that carbonation is fighting its way through that thick, deep, dark liquid. It's creating a head after the beer's been poured. That is just remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Look at this liquid. Look at that. That is just absolutely incredible. That is like engine oil. Jet black beer in a glass. I very much doubt now that little dent on the side of the can has had any kind of problem whatsoever, because it's going to be, this is just going to be like, this. I mean, even if air can get to this, it's not going to get through this liquid, is it? Wow. Wow. There's not a bit of light bleeding through this glass. That is one of the most incredible looking Imperial Stouts I've seen for such a long time. Let's get the aroma. Wow. An absolute dream. It's a little bit like, it's leaning towards a modern Imperial Stout. And when I mean modern Imperial Stout, I can slightly get the aroma of like a sweetness, a slight kind of pastry, maybe cocoa. Yeah, definitely the addition of maybe some like drinking chocolate. Cacao. Sweet chocolate powder. But at the same time, there's roasted malt, there's chocolate, coffee, caramel. It's toasty. There's some licorice coming through. There's some coconut. Oh, wow. This is going to be a wonder, I think. Let's dive in. Thank you, Buddy Visor, for the beer. Thank you, Orava Brewing Company, for brewing a terrific batch of beer this time round. Cheers, guys. An absolute oil slick of a beer. It's like an oil slick. Big, thick, creamy, rich. It's almost like a beefy OXO flavour coming through. That was my initial kind of taste. A beefy OXO. Little bit of carbonation, pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's got fantastic bitterness to it. It really does. The roasted malt in the beer is really doing a fantastic job of offering bitterness to the beer. But there's a nice level of sweetness. The reason I took a couple of sips there without really speaking was I wanted to get a sense of I talked about that cocoa, didn't I, to begin with, that kind of sweet drinking chocolate in the aroma. That does come through in the flavour. It comes through in the flavour and then it kind of hits you with a whack of bitterness on the back end. So sweet, balanced off by bitter. And it just leaves you kind of on that tightrope, on that kind of life's tightrope where you enjoy maybe sweet and sour noodles from the Asian takeaway. Or in this case, sweet and bitter in your beer. It really is a fantastic, fantastic beer. Unbelievable. The mouthfeel is big and thick and gloopy. It's sticking on the palate there. It's really kind of boomf. But I tell you what, I've not looked at the back of the can. I'm about to. And I'm going to guess between lactose and oat. And I'm going to say, on this occasion, and I might be wrong, I'm about to find out, I'm going to say lactose. I'm going to say it's been brewed with lactose. It's very much oil slicky, like an oil slick. Let's have a look. It's oat. There you go. I was wrong. I was wrong. But I've never been somebody who stands in front of a camera and pretends that they know it all. I'll never do that. I'll never stand here and go, I know it all. You know, I can have a good guess at something. I'll have a damn good guess at something, but you know, for me, that had more of a lactosey, like oil slick flavour. But it's oat. Thankfully, it's oat. It's been brewed with, it's spiced with coffee, vanilla and cacao. So it hasn't even got that kind of drinking chocolate in there either. Where's that coming from? Perhaps it's the vanilla. Yes, like a light bulb moment. It's vanilla. It's a big thick lacing of vanilla running through the beer, but because it's been added with the roasted malt, it's clashing. And it is, I mean, my mind was telling me it was like a powdered drinking chocolate, but I mean, if you were to drink it blind, I think you would probably say the same thing. The vanilla and the roasted malt is clashing, and that clash is offering up a flavour of like a chocolatey drinking chocolate flavour. It's really good though. It's really good, and I'm gonna rate it. If this is the last Orava Brewing Company beer I drink for a long time, then I've finished on a really good note. This is terrific beer. Looks good. No light bleeding through in that glass. Look at the lacing. Look at the head. Great aroma. Absolutely fantastic taste. Incredible. I like that beer enough. I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.